The first approach to mastering drawing the shear and moment diagrams of beam systems is through equation method. This strategy uses cutting planes to identify functions in a certain span. Learn how this works here in Mechanics of Deformable Bodies. The problem is a simple beam system of length L. Two concentrated loads P are applied on A distance from the end supports. In order to work on the equations, look for the reactions first. Taking the summation of moments about point D and equating it to 0, we again assume that the clockwise moments cancel out with the counterclockwise moments. The clockwise moment is from the reaction at point A times the moment arm L. This is equated by the counterclockwise moments caused by the two loads. The first is load P times the distance A plus another point load P times the moment arm of L minus A. Distribute load P to take out the parentheses and get the reaction at A times L as equal to P times A plus P times L minus P times A. The two PA's cancel out, making the function R sub A times L as equal to P times L. Then again, cancel out L from both terms and have the reaction of support A as equal to P. Now solve for the reaction at D by taking the summation of moments about point A. To attain equilibrium, the clockwise moments will have to be equal to the counterclockwise moments. Start with the clockwise torques as P times distance A and another load P times the moment arm of L minus A. The counterclockwise moment has the reaction at point D times the moment arm of L. Simplify each term and get PA plus PL minus PA as equal to R sub D times L. Cancel out PA to come up with PL as equal to R sub D times L. And again, cancel out L to get R sub D as P. Knowing the support reactions, we can now look for the equations. But first, identify the number of spans required. The trick is to place a section before each change of load. So section 1 is placed between the reaction at A and the first load P. There is also the second cutting plane between point B and the other point load at C. And yet, another cutting plane is placed between points C and D. Now focus on span AB, which covers the length of X from 0 to A. Redrawing the beam, place the length of X from the left support with reaction P. Also designate the positive shear and moment at the cut section. The standard shear points downwards and the standard positive moment rotates counterclockwise to make the beam smile. Start with shear by taking the summation of vertical loads and equating them to 0. Take the upward forces as positives, so the shear function starts with reaction P as it goes up and shear AB going down. Thus, it is written as negative. By transposing terms, shear AB becomes P. For the moment, take the summation of moments about the cutting plane 1. Designate clockwise moments as positive, so there is P times distance X, then subtract moment of AB as it moves counterclockwise. Transpose the moment to have moment of AB as P times X. The next span is BC, where X is located between A and L minus A. The covered components in this span includes the reaction at point A, which is P, and one concentrated load applied A distance from the left. Draw the standard shear and moment of the span, then work with equilibrium. For shear, use the summation of vertical forces as 0. There are the reaction P upwards and the external load P downwards, and shear BC is equal to 0. The shear at span BC turns out as 0. For the moment equation, take the summation of moments about the cutting plane 2 as 0. Use the standard of clockwise moments as positive. Get P times X less the counterclockwise, which is the external load P times its moment arm of X minus A, and also M of BC as equal to 0. Take out the parentheses to get Px minus Px plus Pa minus M of BC as 0. Px cancel out, giving the moment of BC as Pa. Complete the equations by analyzing the beam through section 3. The limits of X at this span is from L minus A from the right side until the whole length L. The X length beam this time includes the reaction at A and the 2-point loads P. Complete the cut beam by placing shear of CD and a moment of CD. The same procedure is used in working out the equations, but identify the distance between the two loads as it will come in handy when using moment arms later. Shear uses the summation of vertical forces as 0. Take the upward reaction less the two concentrated loads and V sub CD and equate these to 0. VCD is then equal to negative P. The moment also uses the summation of moments about section 3 as 0. Take the reaction P times distance X as clockwise, and the counterclockwise moments come from the left external load P with moment arm of X minus A. Then another P times the moment arm of the whole X minus the left distance A and the middle distance L minus 2A. And then M of CD is also counterclockwise. Thus, everything is equated to 0. Simplify the whole term to have Px minus Px plus Pa minus P times the quantity of X minus A minus L plus 2A, and also M of CD taken as negative as equal to 0. Px cancel out, and A reduces to get Pa minus P times the simplified quantity of X minus L plus A, then minus M of CD as equal to 0. Distribute negative P and get Pa minus Px plus Pl minus Pa minus M sub CD equal to 0. Take out Pa and have the moment of span CD as Pl minus Px. Then we are ready to draw the shear diagram. Using the beam's FBD, place the equation on each span and substitute values of X. First is at X equal to 0. The shear of AB is P. And at X equal to A, VAB is still P. Moving to the next span. If X is length A, V sub BC is 0. And it is also 0 when X is equal to L minus A. For the third span, start with X as L minus A and get VCD of negative P. Then, when X is the whole length L, VCD is still negative P. The shear diagram zeroes out after the reaction at point D is applied. Connect the points and get the shear diagram. Do the same for the moment diagram. This time, the equations provided per span are the M equations. Plug in x as 0 for the first equation and get the moment as P times 0, which is basically 0. Next is at x equal to A. The moment is P times A, which becomes PA. For the second span, start with x as A, and the moment still comes out as PA. Take note that from the moment diagram, there is just one continuous trend of moments. So continue with x as L minus A, and MBC is PA. The third span has a longer equation, but the same procedure applies. At x equal to L minus A, M of CD becomes PL minus P of L minus A. Distribute P and have PL minus PL plus PA, so M of CD comes as PA. This is the same as that from the previous span. Lastly, take x as L. The moment becomes PL minus PL, which is 0. Connect the coordinates and have the moment diagram as shown.